my name's Natalie Suresh, and I am the showroom manager. And this is...
I'm Liz Bonney. I'm a sales designer here at Roche Bobois in Old City in Philly, and this is it.
Hello everyone, it's Cheldin Barlatt Rumer from This Is It TV. I'm here in a wonderful place where fashion meets a function. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm so excited that you could all join me and my new friends. How are you?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Now, I think the first thing we should do is talk about where we're sitting.
Yes.
This is lovely.
Okay, so we are in the Roche Bobois, Philadelphia
Yes.
showroom, and we are nestled up on the Mahjong sofa right now, which we absolutely adore.
I love that.
Yeah, so this is a really comfortable model that is intended to be like this kind of bohemian type of modular sofa that you cuddle up on with your friends and family, and it's very modular in the sense that you just like put it into different configurations all the time.
It's super
So it
easy
doesn't
to move
have
around.
to be in this space?
No.
Oh
It's,
my gosh.
It's essentially just almost like cushions or pillows.
Oh.
So you can move it all around.
it's
You can make
lovely.
it into almost like a bed, or stack it higher, or
Yes.
stack it lower.
Oh, and I love the use of color.
Well, color is important in general to
Yeah.
Roche Bobois. We're a very colorful being here.
Yeah.
And in this model, the Mahjong by Hans Hopper happens to be something that has always been about color, you know? So it's about pattern. It's about trying to make it as lively as possible and fun, because that's what Roche Bobois is all about.
Yeah.
So,
About fun and allowing this home furnishing, both internal home furnishing and external home furnishing, right? To be fun. And there's so many different things here, you know, and every time I come here, I find something different and I find something new.
And there's almost no rules.
There's no rules. Obviously, there's no rules.
You know, Roche Bobois is really acceptant of a lot of creativity, and we want to be able to spawn that. And I think that it shows in our furniture, and it shows in the people that they hire, and it shows in where they create their spaces. So it really is very exciting to be a part of it.
Free-spirited.
Free-spirited and
unconventional.
Truly. I mean, no longer the days of matchy-matchy, right? That doesn't exist anymore. Now we have all of this color and all of this welcoming, you know, and all of you are so, so sweet every time I come into the store. And so in addition to being here, we are in Philadelphia. And I know that Philadelphia is bustling, you know, with design and arts and culture. Does that play in a little bit to the excitement that happens here at the store?
Yeah, absolutely. And in 2016, definitely even more. The housing market is sort of booming in Philly right now. So we've been lucky enough to be in the heart of it. So yeah, I mean, we're just really excited to be a part of it.
No, we're excited too. And I know that I love art and I love furniture and I love decorating for sure, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an expert by any stretch of the imagination. So I know that some of our folks out there have a little bit of a learning curve when it does come to furnishing and decorating. Are you folks here to help us out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So generally, when someone walks in the door, it's our job to kind of navigate them through our collections. We have been established since the 1950s and kind of creating new versions of ourselves since then. And we have 2 collections per year. So it's really about taking the best of the best with our designers and editing that down to a collection in spring and summer, and then fall and winter. So you're always going to get something new when you walk through the door, and it's our job to really just navigate people through that and show them the experience. Of course, we're going to have those iconic versions of sofas that you're always going to see, like the one that we're sitting on. That's been here since the 1970s. So. But even still, we recreate those versions as well. For instance, Roche partners with a lot of design houses. So right now we're absolutely sitting on a Missoni. So we've done Jean-Paul Gaultier, for instance, and Sonia Riquel. So we're always trying to reinvent the wheel and make it exciting for our clients.
I love that. So now you've gotten the client. They're walked in the door. We've beaten that piece of intimidation, right? But now they don't know. They have a room in mind. They don't necessarily know where everything fits or goes. Are you able to help them out with that too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we do have design services.
Okay.
We're all interior designers. We're happy to help. It can be a little bit intimidating, especially if maybe it's your first time or, you know, you see something you love, but you're not sure how to make it fit into your house.
Yes.
But we're happy to help you out, take a look at your space, come out, maybe do plans or maybe do 3D drawings, but just make it work for you.
Oh, I love that.
There's so many customization options too. So you can change the finishes and the colors and the sizes. Doesn't have to be quite as bold or quite as large, but you know, we can help you with that. It's what we do and we love to do it.
And I think that our ultimate goal is to really have a happy marriage between the things that people already have, and also incorporate these iconic pieces into your home. And of course, we're going to get the people that walk through the door that are like, we want everything Roche, and we love that. But you know, it's our job also to take the clients that don't necessarily need everything, but they want to incorporate something that's really unique and beautiful, as to what you were saying earlier when we were speaking. So, I think that it's really just our jobs to understand our client, because each person is individual, and just knowing exactly what they want.
Now, do you find that your client changes? I mean, at 10 a.m. it might be a certain type of person that walks in, and maybe a little bit later in the afternoon that kind of demo changes, or is it kind of one kind of skill?
I think that it's really
varied.
It's pretty varied, but also it doesn't really have to do with the time of day, other than like, of course, I mean,
whether we're drinking or not.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, you know, we get all kinds of clients, and that's what's really exciting about our business. So
we have, of course, you know, the Philadelphia client, maybe the in-house Square client, or the Northern Liberties client, or the Old City client, but also a lot of mainline.
Oh, interesting.
Of course, the Shore, Jersey Shore, Florida, really anywhere. We have clients from all over, definitely overseas as well.
Coming in as a destination, you know, being able to find some signature pieces.
And sometimes it's usually for their second home or something. Maybe they live in Philadelphia, but they have a second home in Florida. But the point is that it's available for everyone. And, you know, even to the client that is just starting, there's something here for you. And it's really about that unique art piece that you might want to show off and have for a really long time. It's a quality piece. And it's almost like buying art. You know?
I believe that.
So,
when you walk around, you feel that way. But in the same way, as opposed to being in a gallery where you feel like you can't touch anything. You know, not that I suggest you touch everything, but you feel like you can't touch everything.
We want you to sit and
touch.
But it's still so welcoming here. It's so welcoming.
Well, we appreciate that. I mean, that is definitely my motto, is to just be open to everyone, and I think that the company really wants to see that as well. So
well, you're doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. One thing that I would love to speak about is the artists and the various designers that
the main thing.
And who, you know, the variation of that. I mean, not only are your clients varied, but the folks that you work with and the furniture that you have here is various, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So Roche Bobois has been partnering with designers really since we opened. I think it's our goal to really recently partner with a lot of new designers. We have a good amount of designers that we partner with all the time, and that will come up with new versions and new designs for us, and then we essentially we have these voting sessions essentially. For instance, right now we have a new collection with Stephen Burks. He is a designer that we have been working with since 2015, so very new actually, and he has put forth a collection called The Traveler, which has been inspired by his travels and his knowledge of design and art all over the world. So incorporating techniques such as weaving into his designs. It's super exciting to work with an American designer. We've never done that with the company before. So I think that expanding our roots and really kind of grabbing what's new in the U.S. is something that we're tackling now, and it's really cool. So.
I think that that's amazing. Again, arts and culture, and being able to tell those stories and being able to introduce consumers or clients into all of these different stories, because I just see it that way, as like little tiny stories in and throughout this store that you are all able to tell, which I think is wonderful.
Every piece has a fun story. Every piece is a different interesting story, and it's nice to share you know, the designer's background and the designer's inspiration and all of that for each piece.
I think it's great. I think it's great. So as you tell those stories, I know that you're going to continue to tell stories online and everywhere else. We want to know, I know that I follow, fan, and like everything that you do. I want to make sure that everybody out there can do the same. If folks want to find you, whether it be in Philadelphia or elsewhere, where would they find that information?
You would definitely go to our website, which is www.rochebobois.com. Don't forget the hyphen, so roche-bobois.com.